So if you want to book your exam, you can go on Cisco Learning Network, right? Isn't it? Just type Cisco Learning Network from Google. I have shown you, we have been there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, yeah. Pearson View conducts the exam, right? So this can be, I think, online also from home.
Okay.
Or earlier before Corona, we used to go to centers, right? Training wherever you have this Pearson View center, there you'll have to go and then book the exam and then give it. So it is basically a 2 hours exam,
Okay,
right?
sir.
So 120 minutes. And you will get around 52 to 57 questions, right? Now, when 57 questions means less of practical, got it? 57
Okay.
means less practical questions.
As in, most of them will be multiple choice and theory questions.
Yeah. So 52 means uh, more practical questions. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, you can go to this Pearson View, Cisco Learning Network. Here you can find out there is in the exam, how does it come? Single choice, right? You know, single choice radio buttons, right?
Yes.
Multiple choice. So we have square buttons. Then drag and drop, that you know. But they will give you a demo there only. Or you can see how what is it. Then Simlet, what is the Simlet? And then Testlet, right? So these are all different types of questions that is being asked in the exam. That means you will be given a situation, right? They will show you a router switch, whatever, and they'll give you the output and they'll ask you something from the output, right? Show commands output will be shown there. And sometimes you'll have to configure. They'll give you a topology, you'll have to configure something, right? Like OSPF maybe. So
Okay, sir.
these are the types of questions, right? Single type, multiple choice, drag and drop, simlet, testlet. So that's it. So let's, okay. What about yesterday's DHCP? Digested? Done? Did you do the lab at home? Aditya and Dipti?
Yet to try, sir. I'll do it
Yet to
tomorrow.
try. Okay. Okay. So we have 2 days to practice.
Yes, sir.
So, and then, okay. So let's, meanwhile, we have done DHCP, right? So, but did I show you DHCP server? How do you do it on this one? No, we didn't. No? Did I show you how to configure DHCP server? No. We only configured a router, right?
Yes, sir.
So like router, you can configure switch also. I mean, one of the two, right? Maybe switch. And then on router's gigabit port, you go and say IP address DHCP. So it will become a DHCP client, right? But we did the other way around. We configured the router as a DHCP server, and then we configured the switch as a DHCP client, and also the PCs, at least one PC, right, as a DHCP client. But one more lab we'll be doing later on, wherein we'll be taking this end user. So we'll be taking a server, and let's say I'll take a switch also, and I'll take a end user, right? So this, let us say like this. And now we'll configure this one as a DHCP server. So I'll quickly show this to you guys. How to do it, right? So I'll go here on the PC, desktop. We know this IP configuration, and instead of static, we'll click here on DHCP, okay? So it will fail because we don't have a DHCP server right now configured, right? So it won't get any IP address. We want it from, let's say, 192 or whatever, 10.1.1. Okay. So now let me go on the server. We go on the desktop. So I can give some IP address first to this guy. What do you want to give? Maybe 10.1.1.5, right? And whatever subnet mask, right? So right now I'll just leave it on default, right? And default gateway, if there's a router, so let us say, presumably there will be a router coming up later on, which will be 10.1.1.1, right? But right now we don't require this. That's it. and we go on the services, okay? And we go on DHCP. Where's DHCP? Here. So first, turn on this service, right? This is off, disabled. So you have to turn it on, okay? Don't forget this. Now, you don't have to do this one right now, right? You just have to do that one. If you wish, you can do this. So I'm leaving the,
Sir, sorry, I had a bit of disturbance. Sir, can you repeat the process again, like from
yeah, yeah.
physical?
See, I
I'm
have
sorry.
taken one server, a switch and the PC. Okay. You go here on the bottom left, click on this end devices. Here you have server. See this? Third one. Can you see everybody? Are you
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
have just taken this one. And you know how to take a switch and PC, right?
yes.
Okay. So then uh, on the PC we went and we said DHCP, right? It has failed. And of course, nothing, no, we don't have to give the IP address because what happened here? How is it 10.1.1? 10.0.0.1? I think the DHCP is it? The DHCP request is successful. How come? How is it successful, man? I didn't even configure this. Okay. So let's see. I just turned it on and I'm leaving the interface and tool name same. I'm not changing it. Default gateway, I'll give it as 10.1.1.1. Okay. Presumably a router will come attached to the switch and that router will go to the internet like that. Okay. And DNS, we don't have to give it, but just for the sake of real life scenarios, right? Maybe 8.8.8.8 Google and start IP. So I'll make it 10.1.1 dot. And I want to start from maybe 35, right? Some number IP address. Because the first 34, I think we have kept it for static. So we have a lot of servers and switches and router interface. We want to give them statically, right? So I want to begin it from any number 35. Subnet mask, I want to have it 255.255.255, right? Maybe dot zero or 240, whatever. And number of maximum users. Okay, how much? 20, 25, 30, 50, 100, whatever. So I'll keep it 100, right? 100, 200, whatever. And TFTP server. Okay, ignore it. We don't have it right now, right? That's it. So now save it. Okay. Start IP earlier was 10.0.0.0 and the subnet mask was 255. I will save this one. So this becomes what? Okay, now check pool name. We didn't change. Default gateway is 10.1.1, correct? DNS server. Okay, we don't want this, but okay. Start IP, we said something blah blah. 10 and 35. So it will start from 35. So 34 it won't give, right? Till 1 to 34. Subnet mask, we have made it /24. And maximum users, whatever, 50, 100, 200, whatever, right? This is all okay? Okay. So that's it. This is your DHCP server now. Correct? Done. On. Fine. Now we can go and check on the PC. Now it should be able to get it. Earlier it should not have got it. I don't know how it's getting it. Magic. Requesting. So start IP we said 35. Why is it failing? What happened? Why is it failing? Any problem? Services DHCP. It's on. 10.1.1.1 is the default gateway. 10.1.1.35 to start. 222.5.0 and 100. What's the problem? I don't see any problem here. Right? I don't see anything here. So what about the IP address? Have we given IP address? 75. This should be same. Got it? Okay, one mistake I committed. Okay. Okay. Now I think it should work. Let's go and check on the PC now. Subnet mask has to match. Requesting. See, it has got. We told him begin with 10.1.35. So it has given the first one. Okay. Okay, easy. Yes or no?
So what was the troubleshoot earlier, like when I actually asked the question and we exited the, I mean the configuration, and it got successful, and after that when we completed the configuration, it failed, and suddenly now.
So the initially successful, I don't know how it got because we had not even configured the DHCP server. That is ignore that, right? It failed because I gave what did we do? I think I gave the wrong subnet mask once, right? To this guy, I gave what? I had given here 255,000, right?
Yes.
But in the services inside the DHCP, I gave here 255,255,250. See that mismatch. Got it?
Okay, okay.
So because that is also part of the subnet only, na? So subnet mask has to be same on all the devices. Got it? Therefore, it failed. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, this was troubleshooting also, right? By mistake, of course. So actually, you have to do only this one. Remember, you have to give IP helper address under this and configure RIP on both these guys. So when you configure RIP, you know how to configure RIP. Network 10,000, network 20,000, that's it. And router RIP, network 20,000 and network 30,000, that's it. That's it. And IP helper address, you can give either 2111 or 10,111, up to you, your choice. Okay. So yes, I leave this now for you guys to practice. So we are done with DHCP, DORA. So, and before the router actually assigns an IP address, supposing it wants to assign 10.1.1.11 to this guy, just an example. So before it assigns any IP address, it will first ping that IP address. So let's say there are 100 users here or whatever, 200 users here. So if he wants to assign 10.1.1.11, first it will ping 10.1.1.11. If it doesn't receive any response, then it will assign it. But maybe by mistake we had some device here and we had statically already given it 10.1.1.11. Got it? And we forgot to remove it from the pool, right? Excluded address. Then when it pings, when it gets a response, it will not assign that IP address. Got it? 10.1.1.11. Then manually the admin has to come and remove it from the pool. You getting it? Okay. Yes or no? And if there are multiple DHCP servers, right? More than one, let's say two. So if this guy says, hello, this is my MAC address. Can somebody assign me an IP address? It's a broadcast. So it will go to both. Maybe one of them will assign first, right? And the second one will. So when the first one assigns, this guy, when it gives a, this guy will give a discovery message. It will go to both. And then offer, both of them will send offer. Let's say there are two DHCP servers. Both of them will give a DHCP server, try to give, isn't it? So when both receive the discovery message from the DHCP client, one will assign first, right? Because one may be nearer and the other may be a bit further away. So this guy is going to now say discovery offer. Offer is given by the first one who's nearer, and he is going to now DORA discovery offer reply. So he'll say, okay, I'm happy with this IP address. When he gives the reply, it's a broadcast. It will also go to the second DHCP server. So you'll come to know, oh man, I was about to assign and somebody has already assigned it. So then he will not assign. And if both assign, the PC gets it from first DHCP server, it will take from that only. It will not take from the second DHCP server. Okay. So you have to read the books theory. But that's about DHCP, DORA. Now, where are we? So now we will do more labs, right? This is your 8 p.m. batch, right? So have we done, we have done with this IP addressing and subnetting and private addressing. And we are also done with CDP, LLDP. So I'm going to strike off, right? And are we done with DHCP? Explain the role of DHCP and DNS within the network. Configure and verify DHCP client and relay. Can I remove all these things? Yes or no? DNS,
Yes.
I will tell you in a moment. right? Okay, so I'm striking this off. Okay, ठीक है. Now we know what DHCP does. It assigns IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and maybe DNS servers IP address to DHCP clients, right, in the network. And it need not be in the LAN. It can be over the WAN also, isn't it? Right, Aditya? I think yesterday you had asked a question that the DHCP assigns addresses to devices only in the LAN, or it's possible over WAN also. So over WAN also it's possible, isn't it? ठीक
Yes,
है?
sir.
Okay, good. So that doubt is clear. And now, what more? So relay also, and we know DNS now. What does DNS do? DNS is DHCP is dynamic host configuration protocol,
Protocol.
isn't it? Yeah, dynamic host
Host configuration
configuration protocol.
protocol.
And DNS is domain name service, right?
Yes.
Domain
Domain names.
name
Domain name
service
servers.
or domain name server, whatever you call it, service or server, right? DNS. So what does the DNS do? IP address, sorry, name to IP address resolution. That is what it does, isn't it? That means what? Hello, can somebody tell me who's B? If you know who's B, give me its IP address. Correct? I know the name, but I want its IP address. What is it? Right? Or when we go on the internet, what do we type? We type some name here, right? But computers don't communicate by
URL.
names. Yeah, URL, right? We type some name here that is fully qualified domain name, right? Universally, what is it? URL is
Uniform
resource
resource
uniform
locator.
resource locator, right? Yeah, uniform resource locator. So that means we type some name actually. But computer says, man, I can't communicate with names. I need the Cisco servers, Cisco web servers IP address to communicate, right? IP address, correct? So what happens is this laptop, right? It will search its internal DNS cache, right? Has has anybody gone before to this website? So in its internal cache only, it will have, okay, this guy's this URL and the Cisco's web server is maybe $50, $60, $70, whatever, right? Some random IP address. Okay. Okay. So if it's not in the cache, because maybe nobody has gone so far to that site, or maybe the entry in the cache has been refreshed, right? Whatever, deleted. So then it's connected, it's gone on the web only, right? Internet. So it's going to talk to the ISP's DNS resolver, right? DNS resolver. So it's like a server. My laptop is asking this guy, hello, do you know Cisco.com's web server's IP address? So this guy doesn't give the answer. He is connected to, we have a lot of servers right below it. So there's a hierarchy, .com and .in and .org, isn't it? Different. There's a hierarchy. Okay.
Yes.
So now my laptop, so he's going to reply my laptop, this DNS resolver, which is with the ISP. He is going to reply back to my laptop and tell, man, you do one thing. You talk to this server. Its IP address is, let's say, 1.2.3.4. Okay. So then now this guy, obviously over the internet, is going to talk with this guy. It says, hello, man, do you know this? Can you give me the name to IP address resolution of Cisco.com? Right. He says, wait a sec. Because under it, he has got, there are so many .com companies in the world, right? Lakhs, millions and billions, I don't know, so many. So he will find out, okay, which is Cisco.com, this one. So now its IP address is, let's say, 5.6.7. So now he is going to tell the laptop, oh, hello, now you go and communicate with this guy. He is your Cisco web server. Got it? Okay. So this is the hierarchy that we have to, the laptop follows automatically, right? We don't have to do anything. But essentially, then it will give the IP address, and then this guy is going to talk with that Cisco server, web server. Okay. So now we know essentially what is DHCP and also domain name server or service. Is it okay? Nice.
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है? Okay, good. Thanks. So where are we? Hmm. So this is all done. Now let's do this lab, TFTP. Okay.
File transfer protocol.
File transfer protocol, network TFTP, trivial file transfer protocol. Describe the capabilities and functions of FTP or TFTP in the network. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this now and finish it. Okay. So look, in the real life, you will have in the company FTP servers, file transfer protocol. So what we can do is, I got a router one here, I got a switch one here, right? Whatever. So I am connected to, sorry. So this can be wherever it is, right? In the LAN. So then I will take a switch or over the WAN, whatever. So I just need connectivity. Let's say this is 20.1.1.1 and let's say this is 20.1.1.2. I'm just taking in the same LAN. Now, FTP is an application, file transfer protocol, right? It uses which protocol? TCP, right? And it uses destination port numbers. Which ones? 20 and 21. One for control and one for data. Is it okay? That means because it uses TCP, so there will be three-way connection, right? Handshake, right? SYN, SYNAC, and ACK. So that is all control, right? It will establish a connection first with that FTP server using TCP protocol. And once that is established, I can save my files on this external server. This is just like in Godrej Almira, right? Or my wardrobe. What do I do in my bedroom? I got some wardrobe. I open the wardrobe. Maybe I put in some clothes or my books, whatever. And then whenever I want, I open my wardrobe or bookstore, bookshelf, and I remove my books or clothes, whatever. Right? So I'm going to save my files. What files? Running config file, right? All my commands in the RAM or startup config file or my iOS. I can take a backup of my iOS, which is stored inside the flash onto an external TFTP server. Got it? If required, I can again get it back, right, on my router. So either running config, all the commands, or startup config, or iOS. So we'll do this lab. In the real company, you are going to do it on FTP server. But here in the lab, book exam, right? Exam note is going to ask you. We are going to do it with on a TFTP server. Trivial file transfer protocol, right? So trivial file. The only difference between FTP and TFTP is here we are going to use TFTP server, and in the real company, real life, you are going to use a FTP. Now TFTP uses UDP protocol. That's the only difference, right? So not reliable, connection, not connection oriented, it is connection less, right? It's known as best effort delivery, whatever, as compared to FTP. But the process is same, right? Whatever commands we give here, we'll say copy, let's say run TFTP. In the real company, you'll go and say copy, run FTP. That's it. Okay. So let us do the lab. And TFTP uses which port number? 69, remember, right? FTP uses port number 20 and destination port numbers 20 and 21. Okay. So how, very simple lab. So now, okay. So I think, should I do it here only? This, let us make this guy as a TFTP server. Okay. And I would
Sir,
like to,
sorry, could you please repeat once again?
yeah,
Like, what are we doing in the lab?
TFTP server,
Okay, okay.
TFTP, right? Understood the logic purpose, why we are doing it? What does it do? Yes,
Yes, sir.
TFTP. Basically, we are going to take backup from our router on the server of
Okay.
our running config, startup config, and iOS. If you want, you can get it back. Okay. So look, I can do it on this router because it's in the same LAN. If you want, if routing is configured, I can do it on this router also, or this switch also. So I can take backup from the switch onto the server, or this router onto the server, or this router, or this switch onto the server. So I'll take this, right, for demo sake. But I don't know. Let me check whether we have that connectivity first. Do we have the routing protocol configured? So IP route 10 is there? Yeah, 10 is there, right? From my gigabit 1 port via 2111. So we have configured RIP. So this guy has got connectivity with 10 network, right? Okay. So what is the server's IP address? It is 10.1.1.25, right? And so let's try and ping from here to the server. Can it ping? PING. In fact, just P works. Ping 10.1.1.25. Does it ping? Yes. Congratulations, right? So first packet, it didn't get a reply, but for the 4 packets, it sent out 5, out of which 4 out of 5 replied, right? First got lost. You know why? Because this guy got busy making an entry in its ARP table, right? It took this guy's IP and MAC and stored in its ARP table. So it got busy, so it couldn't reply. But as soon as that was done, second, third, fourth, fifth, it all replied, right? So we have connectivity, very good. Now let's do one thing. Let's go on the server, check services, TFTP. See, we have here TFTP. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so I'll delete this, remove files, right? And remove this also, and remove this also. Okay, all gone. Okay, this is is it on? Yes, TFTP is on. Okay, and we have given IP address, nothing to worry. So connectivity is also there, fine. Now, let me go on this router, whichever device you say, right? Any switch, any router will work. But just for the sake of example, I'm taking that remote router. Show run, yeah. So we have this R2, right? And this, whatever this, right? What we have done yesterday, 31 and whatever. So it's not important. I don't have to remember any damn thing. Okay, fine. We know this. It has something. Okay, RIP also configured. Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. So now I'll say copy. Copy. What do you want to copy? Source. I want to copy my running config, right? So I'll just type here run. Tab. I don't even press tab, right? Running dash config. Running is okay. Where do you want to copy? I want to copy destination is my TFTP server, right? So I'll say copy run from where to where? Running config to TFTP. Enter. Okay, that's it. Copy from where to where? I'm on R2. I want to take a backup of my running config, all my commands stored in the RAM. It will make a file and store it there. So it now the router is asking me, give me the name or IP address of that TFTP server, right? Remote host means TFTP server. What is the IP address of the TFTP server, guys? Yeah. What is it?
25.25.
Correct. So wonderful. 10.1.1.25. ठीक है? Okay. Now it says, okay, fine. Thank you so much. Now it says, when I save this file on that server, should I keep the file name as this? So I will leave it on default. I just press enter because I don't want to. I can make it monkey donkey, right? But I am leaving it on default. Okay. So remember, this is a file name. Let me copy this. Copy. Okay. Writing running config. Okay. Done. Okay. So these many bytes copied. Let's go on the server and check. Has it copied? We go where? On services. And here under we come and search for TF. First one is HTTP, right? That's selected. So we'll come down TFTP. Is it on? Yeah. Look, R2 has come now. Okay, simple. Even a child can do it. Yes, Dipti?
Yes.
Aditya. Okay, good. Thanks. So done. Now look. So we have taken a backup of our running config from this router on that server, right? Now look at this. What's my router's name? What's our router's name? R2? Yes,
R2.
sir. R2. Good.
R2.
So I'm going to change it now. So I'm showing you, I'm changing some commands here, right? What's my router's name now?
Donkey.
Correct? Donkey. Wonderful. Okay. So do show run is donkey now. But if I say do show start, it is still R1, R2, whatever, right? Do show start because we haven't saved it in our NVRAM. So if we say WR or do copy run start or whatever, do WR, then there also it will be donkey. But that's okay. I don't want to change it. So what I will do is now, I I think that means I have configured just an example. I did only one change, but assume that I did some more number of changes, right? A lot of changes. And I'm now end of it. I am confused and I'm not happy. So man, I don't know what all mess I have created. Right. So what I'll do is I'll just say do copy because I know the correct file with the right configuration is still there on the TFTP. So I'll say from my TFTP server, you bring it back in my running config. Got it? Copy from where to where? I'm doing the reverse process from the TFTP into my running config. Enter. IP address of the server is 10.125, right? Now file name, I had copied it for this purpose only. See that? R2 config. Remember? So this is the file I want it back. Now it will overwrite all my commands. Got it? Are you getting my point? See, it says now when I bring it in R2, should I keep the file name as running config? I said yes, keep it on default names, right? Whatever it is, I'm happy. I don't want to put it monkey donkey. Done. Look what has happened. Do copy, accessing, right? File name running config, I said yes. So it is now accessing that TFTP server, this host, and it's going to bring this file from there. Loading this file from that device into my router. Done. Now look, what is the proof? Donkey has changed again back to R2. Isn't it? You get the point? Understood?
Yes.
Yes or no? Good. ठीक है. Wonderful. आदित्य ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we know what we are doing, right? Okay, now so we have done one thing, right? Likewise, I could have changed, like I changed the host name, I could have changed the gigabit interface's IP address to something else. And again, it would have changed, right? Got it? Just an example. Okay, that's okay. Now, one more thing. Do show start. We have seen this start. So it is R2, fine. Now I want to take a backup of my startup config also, right? So what I will do, or from the privilege mode, you can say directly copy from my startup config, right? Or start. Copy start to TFTP. Done. Again, router is asking the IP address. This is .25 and this is name you want to keep it, or you can keep this, or you can keep it monkey donkey, whatever name you want, right? Okay. So let's go and check startup config. TFTP. Look, monkey donkey has come. Startup config. This was running config. This is startup config, right? Okay. Now, one last thing. Let's take a backup of our iOS, right? So iOS show version is one command, but we don't have to give this command, right? This Cisco's 1900 series router, and the iOS version is Cisco iOS version is 15 point blah blah blah, right? 15.1 sub release whatever. Okay, it's something like this. Okay, look, when this router had booted up, it had copied the iOS file from the flash into the RAM, and it's running this. It's a .bin file. Got it? 151 means 115.1 version. Got it? Okay. So this is the name of the file. What is this command? What is this command? Show version. Okay. So, but I don't want to give this command. I want to give show flash. Flash, right? So look, show flash. I got three files here. 1, 2, 3. .bin. This is our iOS file. Got it? So let's copy the name of the file. It's the same thing here and there, right? You can do it from here or there. I copied this file. Okay. Now I'm going to say, it says these many bytes used out, this is available, and this is total blah blah. Okay, that's okay. I want to take a backup of my iOS file. Copy from my flash onto the TFTP server. That's it. Source file name. Now tell which iOS file you want to copy. This one. Got it? And address again 1.25. Done. Destination file name. It says when I save it on the TFTP server, should I keep the name of the file this one only? I will say yes, man, keep it. I don't care. Look, it's copying it. And it's copied it. Right? One more time. We'll be see some blinking also going on, right? On the cables. Cables will blink intermittently. But I'll have to again do it. Okay. So what is the command? Copy flash TFTP. Source file name. Yeah, this one. Enter. Address 10.1.1.25. I'm typing it. Okay, typed it. What man? Oh, no space here. This is file name. Leave it. See, it is blinking here. Right? So it's taken a backup. Done. Copied. No error. Let's go and check on the server. So because we did it twice, it will overwrite it right there. Services TFTP server. Look, this file has come. Got it? Okay. So you can do the other way around also, right? You can say copy TFTP flash. Right now, presume there are multiple files there and I want to upgrade my iOS. What will I do? I'll just change the file name, right? I'm presuming that there are multiple files and the name of the file is different, right? So here I am just going to bring back the same file, but in real life, we'll just have to give a different name. So we'll just say copy flash TFTP, right? Other way around. Earlier we said copy, sorry, earlier we had said copy from my flash to TFTP. Now I'll say copy TFTP into my flash. And I just have to in the real life give a address is that same 10.1.1.25, 10.1.1. Address. And in the real life, I will give the new files. Let us say I want to upgrade my iOS, right? This is 15 point, and let's say that is say 16 point or something. So only thing is the file name will change, but the process will remain same, right? Should I overwrite? Yes. Right? If it's a new file, obviously it won't say should I overwrite and all those things because this name also will be new one. But you get the point, right? The process is same. There's the file names will change. Okay. So are we done with TFTP, FTP? What you do here on FTP, same things you do on the company with FTP server, right? We have done it with TFTP server, trivial file transfer protocol. That's it. Very easy. Yes, guys. All okay?
Yes, sir.
Easy. आदित्य ठीक है?
Sir. So something wrong with my microphone. It's getting disconnected like from time to time.
Try to log in again, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Try to log in again.
Sir, I guess there's the issue with the USB, I suppose. It's
No, no.
not like completely fitting.
So if you have another USB port, try that.
Yep,
Or,
sure, sir.
or just try, I mean, you know it better. Once you can just pull it out and try on some other USB port or something like this. Okay. So we are done with TFTP. Can I strike off FTP network? Describe the capabilities and functions. It didn't ask us. Cisco doesn't want us to do lab. It says only describe. But we have done the lab also. Yeah, which is not required. Nobody will do in the course, official course. ठीक है? Can I strike it off? Yeah. Deepti
Yes, sir.
Yes,
and
sir.
Aditya. So I have struck off, right? TFTP. Now let's do NTP lab, network time protocol. We know ping. Have we done ping? Have we done Telnet lab, Traceroute? Extended ping, I'll tell you. SSH I tell you what is it. So Telnet, what is Telnet? Remote management, correct? How do you access the log router or the switch if you want to view its commands or configure it? Right? We normally connect on the console port, right? Directly. On one table, I have a router here, I have a laptop here, and within 1 meter, I can touch both of them. I can, right, USB to USB, I can connect cable or whatever port and a rollover cable. and I can hyperterminal and I can start configuring my router. Correct? Yes or no? That we have been doing since day one, hour one. Right? Other thing is Telnet. Have we done Telnet? We know ping. Ping is to find out connectivity between two devices.
Two devices.
What is the full form of ping? All basics. Nobody will ask, tell you all this in the course. What's the basic full form of ping? Okay. So we know ping is used to find out connectivity, right? Isn't it? Between two devices, me and somebody else. Connectivity. Correct? Ping full form is what? Packet, internet, groper. Groper. It comes on which layer? OSI. Layer 3. It uses, ping uses which protocol? Yes, it uses ICMP. Internet Control Messaging Protocol. ICMP echo requests are sent and ICMP echo replies are received if the connectivity is there. So if I ping somebody, if I get this kind of output, that means there is no connectivity. If I get this kind of outputs, first I may not get, or even if I just get one output and many other packets I don't get output, then also connectivity is there, right? Okay. So ping, we know ping now, and we have been pinging since day one. So yeah, right now also we ping from the router to the server, correct? What is this guy? This is 10.31.13. What is this guy? 10.11.22. Okay, let's try and ping from here 10.1.22, right? So let's ping command prompt ping 10.1.1.22. Will it ping end to end? If routing is configured, it should ping. See, it's pinging. Congratulations. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. So does it ping? It's a PC sends 4 packets. It lost one and it received 3, right? So, but connectivity is there. Okay. So end to end, because we configure RIP on both the routers, connectivity is there. Okay. Ping we know. Now let's try and do Traceroute. Okay. I am on the switch. Okay. Let me see how to reach 10. What was this, man? This is 10.1.1.22. Sorry. This is, I'll make it 22 here, right? Okay. So if, let me give a traceroute command, right? From here, I'll give a command TRACERT. What is that? 10.1.1.22. Look, first it shows me the route path, how it goes, right? First it has got to whom? It's on default. It must be its own default gateway. This PC's default gateway is what? This one, isn't it? 31 and 1, right? Okay. So after the default gateway, yeah.
Sir, so it has followed 30.1.1.1 initially, and then
It
it
has,
went to
how does it reach that destination? First, it has come here to its default gateway, 31 and 1. Okay.
okay
Then, where did it go?
20
Second top.
dot 20 dot 1
This is
dot
21 and 1.
okay.
So even if you have a layer to switch here, and even if that is 21.1.3, it won't tell you 21.1.3. Layer 2, it won't take. It will take only layer 3 device router. Got it? So that is what? 21.1. And who's the third one?
10.1 dot 1 dot
That's it.
22.
That's it. Right? It's the final destination. Okay. Understood? So what's the command? Traceroute. TRACERT. But from a switch, does it have an IP address? I doubt we don't have. We normally don't give IP address to this guy. Okay, it's not showing me here. So how do you check this IP address? How do you find out the IP address of this guy? Yeah? How? Show interface,
interface.
VLAN, because we give it to VLAN 1. Up and up. Look, whole box, only one IP address, 3112. So we have it. So let me go on the switch and give a tracer. Now here, we will not give traceroute. The whole command is traceroute 10.1.1.22, I guess. यही था ना? See, switch again has gone to first its default gateway. Is it 21 and 1? What happened? Is it 21 or no? It should be 31 and 1. Yeah. What's happening? It should be 31 and 1. Okay, let's do it again. Some software issue. See that? 31 and 1. Again, 21 and 1. And then, okay, 10 1 and 2. 21 and 1 and then directly 10 1 and 22. Okay. So we know ping, we know traceroute. Okay. It's tracing the route for you. Understood? Let's say these are all your troubleshooting tips. Got it? Okay, RIP. What is the metric? It is hop count, which means what? Let's say this is 10 dot, 20 dot, 30 dot, 40 dot, 50 dot, 60 dot, 60 dot, 1 dot, 1.3. Default gateway, 60 dot, 1 dot, 1.1. Okay, fine. And let's say this is 70 dot, 70.0.0.1, 70.0.0.2, what a separate mask. Now we know if a packet comes from the PC1 for this PC2, which path it will take, right? PC2. Which path will it take? It will go like this. Yes? But this router will tell to this guy, hello, 60 is connected to me, I go then 0 hops. If you get a packet, send it to me. I can forward it to 60 dot something. So this guy will say, okay, through you, I'll reach in how many hops? 1 hop. Right? And this router is going to tell this router, hello, I go in 0 hops. So this guy will say, I'll reach in 1 hop to there. This guy will say, okay, you go in 1 hop, so I'll go to in 2 hops there. Right? So this guy will go in 3 hops. He will tell this guy, hello, R1, if you get a packet for 60 dot blah blah blah, send it to me, I can send it there. I go in 3 hops. So R1 will note, okay, if I go through you, my dear router X, I'll go there in 4 hops. But if I go through this router from down below, I'll go only in 1 hop. So obviously, which path will it take?
1 hop.
1 hop, right? If this dies, then it will take this path. Okay, this is dynamic. Therefore, these are all RIP. For example, is a dynamic routing protocol. Okay, routing, which is not in your course, but it's easy to understand. So I'm taking RIP always. Actually, we have more routing protocols like EIGRP also, but this is also not in your course. Routing information protocol, not in your course. Enhanced interior gateway routing protocol, not in your course. Open shortest path first is in your course, right? OSPF, open shortest path first. But these are all examples of dynamic routing protocol. You have to configure only one routing protocol on everybody. Only one routing protocol on everybody. Is it clear? Either you configure RIP on all these routers, or you configure only OSPF on all these routers, or you configure only EIGRP on all these routers. Now, real life, it will be like this. Headquarters, India, branches, Australia, London, Malaysia, Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, whatever. All of them will have only one routing protocol. Either this or this. If it's a big network, if it's a smaller network, it will be this. Or there are more routing protocols also, BGP. But I have been giving you something which is not in your course, but just to understand routing, right? How routers forward packets and how routers learn, discover remote networks. This is how. So, I need to sip some water. And where are we? Good, thank you. So we understand ping.
Ping,
Have we understood trace route command
Traceroute,
from the router or switch? And from the PC, the command is
Yes, sir.
traceroute.
TraceRT.
Yes, right. And ping from the PC, if you ping, it will only send 4 packets. But from router or switch, if you ping, it will send 5 packets. Right? That's okay. Okay, now Telnet, have you understood Telnet? Have you done Telnet?
Yes, sir.
We have done Telnet. Okay. So, but Telnet, we need to configure it. So let me go on this PC and Telnet into maybe this router. I don't know if we have configured Telnet or not. And you know Telnet. Telnet is not good actually, right? Show, run, space, space, space. So look, Telnet is not configured. We have not given any password. Okay. So let me go on the any device. I can go on the PC and Telnet into the router, or I can go on the switch and Telnet into the router, whatever. So let me go on the PC and command prompt, and we'll give a command telnet. What's their IP address, man? This router is, I think, 10.1.1. Yeah, 10.1.1. Or we can say 21.1 also. So it doesn't do it. This is not the exact output what we'll actually get on a real PC and the router. So we know the reason. We have to first configure telnet,
The
right?
Telnet is for controlling remote systems, no?
Correct. For
In the
remote management, right? So without getting it from my chair on the PC, or from India, I can turn it into my Australia branch router switch, whatever device, or Americas, or you get the point, right? Chennai's, or from sitting in Nasik, I can turn it into any of my company inter-network router switches, whatever devices. Got it? So what do? Config T line VTY 0 space 4. So 5 ports, a range of 5 ports, right? I'll set a password CCNA and I'll say login, right? So now, and I'm in the head office, maybe, and I'll tell all my branch office guys, right? Hello, guys, if I'm the head office router, whatever, you want to tell it into me, this is a password, CCNA, right? Something like this. Okay. So let's now go on the PC and give a command, telnet, up arrow. 10 on 1, see now, password, CCNA. Done. So without getting from the, so we are actually on the PC, right? But without getting from there, maybe India to Australia, whatever, right? You get it? Enable. So now enable secret password has not been set. That's it. But you have done it, right? If we go here, and if I go here and set enable secret password, right? You know this CCNA again. I'm just keeping here same, but real life, it will be complex and all different. So here, enable. Okay, Ian will do. Not a big issue. See, enable secret CCNA. Look, I can change anything now, or I can view anything now. Yeah. Show, run. See? So what that guy sitting on the router on the console port can do, I can do it from London, Australia, Africa, America, whatever. Right? And I can even change the commands. Right? See? Done it. Exit. Exit. See, I'm back on PC. See, I'm here. Yes or no? So remote management. Done. So without getting it from my chair, maybe there's a WAN connection. This is in India, that's in Australia. I have gone here and changed the name. What name did I change to? Just press enter once. Enter. See? Donkey. Got it? So now this guy is connected on the console only because I clicked on the router, right? Of course, I will again change it back to R1. You get the point, Telnet? Likewise, from the switch also I can turn it into router or other way around, router to switch, whatever. I can say Telnet 10.1.1.1. Or I can just type 10.1.1.1.1. It means the same thing, right? Can I or can I not? The only reason can be because on this switch, enable show interface VLAN 1. This I have not given myself only an IP address. And my interface VLAN is anyway down. See that? And there's no IP address. So first I need an IP address. Configure terminal. I'll also give a host name. I'll make this switch number 1, SW1. Interface VLAN 1. No shut. And I can give an IP address. I could have given IP address first and no shut later on. So what is this? 10.1.1. I can give anything, right? Maybe 4. Okay, incomplete. So I have to give the subnet mask also. Done. Now, can I ping 10.1.1.1? I can just say P also, right? Not a big issue. Instead of ping, P. So is it pinging? Yes. So can I tell it into 10.1.1.1? Yes. See? Switch is also into it. Enable. CCNA, right? Exit. I'm back on the switch. I'm connected on the switch now, console wise, because I have clicked here and then from here I have telneted there. Okay. So understood Telnet, but Telnet is not good because the password goes in clear text, right? When this guy will ask for the password, he'll supply it. So maybe over the LAN or WAN, the password is sent in clear text, which is not good. What is a better alternative for Telnet? SSH, secured shell. The only difference is it's just like Telnet only. It is Telnet, but the only difference is in Telnet the password is sent in clear text. In SSH, the password is sent encrypted, right? So it goes over the LAN or WAN. If anybody copies it, no problem. You cannot read it because it is encrypted, right? You won't be able to understand it. Okay. So, okay. So ping, we know. Now let me tell you extended ping. Telnet, of course, we have done. Traceroute also we have done. Let me quickly tell you extended ping also before I forget. And then we'll talk of SSH. Extended ping. What is the purpose of extended ping? It is this. R1, R2, 20.1.1.1, 20.1.1.2. We are given the IP address, no shut. You go and check this guy's routing table, show IP route. Let's say there's nothing here, only one interface. It will tell you connected and local. And what subnet mask we have given? /24. So it will tell you 20.1.1.0/24. Exact IP address given on this interface is 1. Which interface? Let's say gigabit 1. And /32 means exact host IP address. Which port? Gigabit 1. Okay, I don't look at this idiot entry. I only look at this. So it says if I get a packet from anywhere whose destination is 21.1 something, I'm going to forward from my gigabit 1 port. Simple. So if I ping from here 21.1.2, right? From user mode or privilege mode, you can give ping command from anywhere. Ping, Telnet, Traceroute, either here or there, wherever. Or from any other mode, global mode, after typing do, ping, or Telnet, whatever. So what it will do is, if you give a command, ping 21.1.2, it will first look its routing table, right? If this is 5.5.5.1/24, then you will have one more entry, right? In its routing table. Correct? Which port? Likewise, you may have n number of entries, 10 dot, 20 dot, 30 dot, 40 dot, 50 dot, 100 dot, 200 dot, blah, blah, blah. So 20 means it has to check which entry. Obviously, it will check this entry only, right? 2112 will fall in this subnet and not in this one, not in 10, not in 30, 40 dot, 50 dot, 60 dot, but in 20 dot, isn't it? Something like this. So now assume, now here what we do, we click on this guy and we pretend that on the console only we are directly connected with laptop. We click on this guy, and then now the situation is on the with the laptop on the console port only we are directly connected. But assuming we have no access for this guy, right, to this router, and I want to find out whether this 5 entry is there in its routing table or not, right? That means routing is working or not. So if I ping from R1 directly 10.1.20, it will take the source as outgoing port interfaces IP address, which is what? 21.1.1. Source IP address will be 21.1, and destination, of course, is 21.1.2. But I want to check whether this 5 entry, I mean my LANs, that means routing is working or not. Does it have 5 entry in its routing table or not? So in that case, what I will do is I will ping, but with my source IP address of this one, right? In our case, it will be 10.1.1.1. Here I have just written 5.1, whatever it is. I will take source as this one and then ping this guy. So if it doesn't ping, that means he doesn't have 10 entry or 5 entry, whatever. One of the two in his routing table. That means routing is not configured. Got it? Understand the logic, guys? समझ में आया? Yes or no? Now look, if routing is not configured properly, then he will not have 10 entry in his routing table. He will have only 20 and 30. Now we have configured routing properly, RIP. So he has got 10 entry, we know that. So extended ping is, I'll go on this router and ping 21.1.2 or 31.1 whatever. So we'll ping 21.1.2. Okay. Let me go on the privilege mode and say ping. So I'll just now say ping, enter. This is extended ping. Which protocol? Okay, IP only. Target IP address is what? It was 21.1.2, 21.1.2, right? So I'll say target IP address is 21.1.2. Enter. Repeat count. If you want to, it will send 5 packets by default. If you want to increase the packet size, you can increase, right? But I am not going to do it. Only on default. Okay, all these manipulations you can do. Okay, so when it pings, the datagram size is 100 bytes, right? You can increase it to maybe something else, but I am not playing with it. And timeout also, by default, it says 2 seconds, but I am not changing the timers also. Extended commands, we have to say yes. Okay, we have to say yes. And now source IP address or interface, I'm going to take this one and not this. This was by default, just pinging. But I want to check whether he has got 10 entry in his round table or not. And I have no access to the console, right? Or I cannot access that router. So 10.1.1.1, I'll take this one, right? My gigabit 0. 10.1.1.1. And now close your eyes and just keep on pressing enter, 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 enter. If it pings, that means he has got 10 entry in his round table. Otherwise, he has not got. Got it? This is extended ping. Actually, this router, this iOS doesn't support, but you don't have to do this also. Because on the newer router in your company, you can just go here and say ping 21.1.2. And after that, in the same line, you will say source 10.1.1.1. Got it? So you don't have to do this much of drama. Got it? In your real company or latest iOS routers iOS, this was 21.1.2, this was 21.1.1, and this is 10.1.1.1. So we don't have to do this much drama. What we have to just do is user mode or privilege mode. We'll say ping 21.1.2 source 10.1.1.1. Got it? This one. So if it doesn't ping, that means R2 in its round table does not have 10 entry. That means routing is not working. If it pings, that means well and good. Easy. So this way, because our router, our simulator doesn't support this. So we are doing, I'm showing you extended ping, which is traditional, conventional, right? So look, if you try and give a command ping 20.1.1.2. After this, we don't have the source word here, right? So on the real router, you will have this word, and then you can type there like this. Okay. Right. It doesn't work here. So extended ping, you know now. Now look, R1, show run. We have advertised both 10 and 20. If I remove 10, then I won't be able to ping. Extended ping won't work. If I don't advertise 10 here, then in this route, this router's routing table, you will not get 10. That means this guy will not be able to, end-to-end communication will not happen. Got it? Understood this point? Or should I demonstrate? Dipti, Aditya, understood? So if I just go and remove 10 from this network, so right now it has got 10, see? R2, enable, show IP route. It has got 10 in its routing table. See this 10. It has learned through R. R means through RIP routing protocol. And RIP, okay, we'll talk of this. We don't need to talk of this. Administrative distance of RIP is 120. Okay, forget it right now. It says I go there in one hop. Okay, via 2101. If I get a packet from anywhere for 10 dot something something something, I'm going to forward from my gigabit 1 port and send it to 2101. If I get a packet from anywhere for 10 dot something something something, I'm going to forward from my gigabit 1 port and to 2101. Correct? And I go there in one hop. Right? How? I don't have to count my outgoing port. How many other routers have to jump to reach there? That is hop count. ठीक है? Yes or no? So if I go here and if I say router RIP, no network 10, R1, configure terminal, router RIP, no, I'm removing it, right? No network 10.000. So which means I have not advertised now 10, I have only advertised 20, right? I have only advertised 20. So now this guy will not have 10 networks entry in its round table, right? This entry will go away, clear after some time. IP root star means all entries. So IP root. See 10 gone. I refresh my routing table, right? I just refreshed our routing table. So we had 10, it's gone. Okay. So now I don't have 10. So that means what? End-to-end, this guy will not be able to ping this guy. Who's this guy? 3113. Let's go and ping from here. 3113. Can it ping? Ping 3113. It can't. So troubleshooting, we use ping, telnet, all these things for troubleshooting, right? It can't. Now we'll give a command traceroute 3113 and check. No pinging. Okay. So now TRACERT 3113. Is the address correct? Okay, so the PC has first gone to its default gateway, which is what? The router, right? This one. And we are pinging 30. So does this router have 30 entry in its round table? Not going beyond default gateway. Hmm? Look, what actually is going to happen is on this router, we didn't advertise 10. We only advertised 20. So obviously this router will have 20 and 30 connected, but he will not get 10. So when you and acha, you advertise 20 and 30. So, but this guy will get 30 in his round table, correct? See this. Okay. R1, R2, 10 dot, 20 dot, this subnet, 2111, 2112. And we have here 30, right? 3111, 3113, whatever. So what did we do here? Connected connected local. This guy will have 10.1.1.0 slash 24 gigabit 0. And exact IP address is this and gigabit 0. Here 2110 and exact IP address is this and slash 22. Which ports? This one. And here likewise connected local. He will have 20 and 30, right? I'm not writing. So what did you do here? Router, RIP. You only advertise network 20, right? We didn't advertise 10. And here what did you advertise? Router, RIP, both. Network 20 as well as 30. Correct? So this guy will get in his routing table one entry now. Which one? R 30 dot whatever it is. Got it? Because this guy will send him 30 entry. So, okay, don't bother about this. In one hop, AD or metric and via. Who sent me this 2112? This entry will come automatically. And on which interface did I receive this update of mine gigabit on? Which means what? Which means tomorrow if I get a packet for 30 something, right? I'll receive on this port maybe and I'll forward 3030 from which port? So internally I'll switch the packet from that interface buffer to this, and from here I'm going to forward it to this guy. He has got 30? Yes. Which ports? So he'll receive on his gigabit 1 and send it on gigabit 0 and then send it to this guy. That ping packet will get dropped here, right? And he will send a reply back. So the source address was the packet that came in. What was the source address? 10.1.1. something. And the destination was what? 30.1.1. something. Now, when the packet gets dropped on this guy, he will reply back. When this guy replies back, he will make source as myself, 31 or something, and destination as 10 or something. So what earlier was the source now becomes the destination. I know I'm in 30 dot and the destination is some of the network. So I got to send it to my default gateway, which I know is what? 31 on 1. So I'll send the packet to this guy. This guy will look at the destination. It is 10 dot something. Do I have it in my round table? No, I don't have it. So I will drop it. Understand the logic? Return packet doesn't work. So no ping replies. Understood? Well, we are talking very advanced. We are actually not even into switching when we are discussing routing. But I hope this topic will has to come up later on, not today. After we do lot of switching, after that routing will start. But Deepti and Aditya, I hope there's no harm understanding anything. I mean, no difficulty in understanding anything. ठीक है?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? Oh, good.
Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, thanks. So what have we done? Have we done ping? Understood extended ping? Understood telnet, traceroute? Yes. So we have covered a lot of things. Yes or no? The basics. So can I strike off ping, extended ping, telnet and traceroute? Yes. Hello? Can I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are left with NTP. SSH will take up next week. So today being a Friday, let's quickly do NTP. We got 6 minutes, 6 minutes, right? Network time protocol.
Network
Time protocol.
time protocol. Okay.
Yeah, NTP. So what is the purpose of NTP?
Network time.
Yeah,
Time.
TIME. Network time protocol. time protocol. Okay. So what happens is check the router. I'm getting my echo only. What's up? Oh, hello.
Sir, as the name suggests, maybe it must be maintaining the timing of the servers and uh, like applications across network.
Okay, so yeah, so what we are doing, so let's say that is our central source of time, right? So all of us, all we are all routers and switches, we are going to synchronize our time from that particular central clock, something like this. Got it? Look, what is my time? This is the default factory time. We are how many years back ago, right? Decades ago, right? 1993. Now, what happens is in the court case, if some attack is there, right? Today, cybersecurity is such a big issue. So, if there are attacks, then court cases happen, right? We have seen Hindi movies. There's a Vakil and Judge and My Lord and Pilot and whatnot, right? So, imagine. So, I mean, I don't know that lawyer has to prove, okay, this man in front of the Katara, right? Whatever in the court, what they call standing there is a culprit. He's the attacker, he is a cyber criminal, right? And I am XYZ company. So he logged into my company. So I have to prove in the court, right? So he is a cyber criminal. Arrest him, right? Because he barged into my network, my company, and my company is this company and that company. So we have to prove. But how do you prove? So my router says 1993, man. Judge is going to look at my face and say, What are you talking about, man? The case is going on in 2025. You're telling your router telling me 1993. Okay, so basically all our devices time has to be synchronized. Got it? When we have a central NTP server, from it we can have our routers and switches, everybody's time synchronized. You get it? If this guy has got this time, what? Uh, whatever time it is. What time is it? 21, 26, and what date is it? 35, 2025, right? So all of us must have the same time. Then I can tell to prove to the judge, okay, look, right, at 8:1, this guy in the PM, he barged into this, right? 8:2, he was on this device, right? 8:3, he went here, right? And 8:4, he was on this device. And everybody's time and date and everything is synchronized, right? So we'll, whatever time this guy has got, will ensure that we also get the same time, right?
Okay, so sir, there are timestamps. If somebody tries to infiltrate a system,
Uh,
if somebody like carries out the cyber attack, so there are timestamps.
well, it is our job. It is our job to prove to the judge that this time he entered into this my router. Yeah, something like this. Yes. Yeah. Okay. But here, what is the lab? We are trying to only synchronize our time from an NTP server, isn't it?
Sir, then how do cyber criminals bypass that time?
Well, they can't bypass the time. We have to prove what time they entered my router,
Okay, okay.
isn't it? So look, what am I going to do is I showed you what is the time on my router. It is something 1993, right? How? Show clock. Correct? Show clock. What is it? It is giving me some time and Monday, March 1, 1990, right? Which is incorrect, of course. So what I will do is I'll go on the server. Let's go on. We have already given some IP address, right? 10.125, right? Not an issue. We'll go on services and where's NTP here, right? So look at this network time protocol, right? It uses, I think, I'm not sure which protocol. Go and Google search, but I think it's 123. Is it UDP 123? Can somebody Google search? Okay, NTP. Is it on? On. I'm not. I'm not getting into authentication, right? It's disabled, but it's April 25. And where are we? April 25.
We are May 30th.
So how is it? Is it showing me May 30th? No, where is it?
No, we are on April.
8:26. Look at the time, 8:26. And we are in 2025, April 2025. April 2025. How is it
Sir, we
happening?
have to change the this thing, no?
No,
We have
actually,
to do may.
this should have been updated. You get it? Let's
Yes,
presume that this is updated, not an issue. Okay. So what is it now?
8:27,
Let's
but
say this
we
is
are
the time.
9:30.
Let's say this is the right time. Don't worry about the time, right? May or
Okay.
whatever. Let's say this is the right time. Okay. 8:27. At least May to 2025. Okay. Now it's very simple. Let me go on the router and just give a command from the global mode. NTP server. And what's the IP address of the server? 10.125. That's it. Yeah. Show clock. So I told my router to synchronize time from this NTP server. So what is the time now? Well, it has not changed. It is still, it should be what, 2025, right? It is still not because it's going to take a lot of time, right? It will take around 5 minutes to change. But, right, so show NTP status. So look, clock is unsynchronized. Stratum 16, I'll tell you what a stratum is, right? And no reference clock. Okay. So I'll tell you what stratum is. Let me give me 1 or 2 minutes, guys, right? And then we can say goodbye. What was I saying? Stratum. So let us say this is the NTP server, and this R1 has synchronized its time from this guy, right? So he will have stratum 1 shown. If R2 synchronizes its time from R1, this guy will show as stratum 2, right? That means from the original source of time, how far away you are. If R3 synchronizes its time from R2, this guy will have a stratum number of 3. Got it? So the bigger the number, the more inaccurate the time is. You get it? So 16 is very bad. So now look, still it is not synchronized. So just give me, I said up to 5 minutes, right? So look at this, clock is synchronized. Got it? It was a second ago unsynchronized and now it is synchronized. This stratum actually is incorrect here. On the real router, it will be very less, 1 or 2, right? Got it? Because I think we are the first one to take the IP address, I mean the time. So now look, and reference, it has taken the time from whom? Now check, show clock. That's it. Now look, it has synchronized the time from whatever it was on that clock. Okay. You understood this lab, NTP? Cisco is not asking us to do the lab, but NTP. आ गया समझ में?
हाँ sir.
Purpose of the lab, everything, commands. Easy है बहुत, right?
Yeah, sir.
So we just synchronize our time from the NTP server. That's it. अभी उसमें 1999 है कि 2000 ले, that's not important. You get it? But मेरा
Yes.
router उससे clock time synchronize कर दिया तो हो गया lab. Of course, real life presume that it will be accurate time, atomic time. ठीक है. So हो गया NTP भी हो गया. Done.
Okay, sir.
So
Understood.
can I strike off NTP?
Yes, yes.
Great. So अभी कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Otherwise, practice and then we'll meet on Monday.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है?
Okay.
चलो great. Thank you, Aditya.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Bye. Take care.
Happy weekends.
Yeah, happy weekend. You
Yeah.
too. Bye. Thanks.